XFC 58, Bella, what we just saw proved that when there is gold on the line, and it will bring out the best in both competitors, and there's more gold on the line here tonight. This next fight, 5 by 3 minute rounds, is for the XFC Amateur Middleweight title. Introducing first, Daniel the Danger Staveley.
Tell you what, Staveley will have to duck his head as he walks into the Mansfield Tavern. This bloke is a huge guy.
He is tall. So Daniel the Danger Staveley, fighting out of Combat Lab up in Coolum. He's actually a training partner of mine. I can tell you he uses all of his size in regards to strength and ring control. He can jab you from the other side of the cage. You think you're safe, and all of a sudden you're eating a jab. Yeah, Such a giant man.
We spoke about Stuart Ashby and their TMG's mentality. Combat Lab have an almost as aggressive mentality when it comes to their gym as well. They never get bullied around. They're prepared to shove people out of the way to get to what they want as well. They are just, again, they're an attacking, aggressive, take what they want gym.
And their jiu-jitsu is exceptional. Yeah, Daniel's quite smooth on the ground, hey? So, really looking to see how he brings it all in the package up together. I'd say that's where they'd be looking to try to exploit. Jackson is probably on the ground. I saw one of Daniel's victories against Waitamilatoa, and he took about 20 shots to the head to get a takedown, and he just cannot risk that kind of situation with Jackson.
It's a tricky one, isn't it, though? Because a lot of people think, Jackson's got the boxing pedigree, he loves to stand up, but pretty much whenever I follow Jackson on Facebook, all he's doing is taking gold medals at these tournaments. So,
but I've been following Denson since his very first fight on Wimp to Warrior. Really, really talented athlete. And in his corner, he's got Ty Duncan, Hank King, and also Joel Shangzari.
Do you reckon Hank King works out?
He might do a couple of curls. I can tell you, not only does he lift the weights, he eats them.
And his opponent, Jackson Weir White.
And now we have Jackson, the Widowmaker, Weir White, fighting out of Cadoo Martial Arts out of Ipswich, fighting under Shannon Landy. I'll throw it over you boys. I'm going to try and be as impartial as I can. But yeah, Jackson is also one of my favourite fighters to watch, and seeing what he's done in the cage is phenomenal.
Yeah, you've got Shannon Landy's a triple black belt, traditional jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, judo. The guy's been around the traps for a very long time, and even Shannon says that Jackson is just something special. He's never had somebody like him in the gym. Interestingly enough, Jackson is the shortest favourite on the night, paying $1.30 with Palmerbet.
He only just makes the middleweight cutoff. He is a large boy. I think he had a second attempt last night at weigh-in, and which means he'll probably be closer to 95 than 85 kilos when he walks in tonight.
Well, how phenomenal was he against Lonnie Kulumahala?
Oh, amazing.
Fight of the century.
He was doing stuff that Lonnie does to everyone else. That's the other point too, is the cardio of these two is going to be phenomenal, but there's power in hands. So does this fight mean that Lonnie Kulumahala might have a professional debut coming soon?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he wants to have one more shot at a gold medal with IMAP, and then from there, it's basically forcing him to go pro. He has to. There's only so many people he can run through, and we can't afford to keep giving him belts, so he's got to go pro.
There's an intense teardown from the Danger, and the Widowmaker just doesn't seem to care. Looking forward to seeing what these two throw in tonight.
This next fight is a middleweight fight, 5 by 3 minute rounds, B-class rules. Should should probably mention that it is for the XFC Amateur Middleweight title.
Staveley is angry.
He's got a very cranky face.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, weighing in at 83.9 kilos, with an amateur record of 3 wins, 2 losses, fighting out of Combat Lab, Daniel the Danger Staveley.
Just scraped his
And
knuckles on
his
the roof.
opponent in the red corner. He weighed in
Doesn't Jackson bring a crowd with him? Holy moly.
Every
at
fight.
84 kilograms, holding an amateur record of 3 wins and 2 defeats, fighting out of Canoe Martial Arts. Give it up for Jackson, the Widowmaker, Weir. Your referee in charge is Phil Cassidy.
19 syllables in Jackson's introduction, I reckon.
We know what we're here for. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. Touch him up however you want. Back to the court.
I love fights with identical records. I don't know. Both boys going in at 3 and 2.
They've
I'm
also
nervous for
had
both.
some wars too. They've
Yeah.
fought the who's who. This is certainly worthy of the title for that reason. So the keys to victory for Dan is staying long,
Oh, beautiful lead hook there.
and also Jackson trying to cover that really quick distance away from Dan to take away that reach advantage.
There was a huge height difference, wasn't it, when we were looking at the boys at the weigh-ins? Oh, nice head movement from Jackson.
It was almost a slow motion front kick then. Kind of the speed blitzed him.
Again, I've got that sick feeling in my stomach where I want to see something happen, but I don't. I want this fight to go on for another 5 rounds.
It's just waiting for that fire, someone to light the fuse in that fireworks.
Yeah, so Combat Lab, not a stranger to XFC titles.
Calf. Oh, that hurt him. He's already switched stands that one big calf kick.
Certainly has. Yeah, there's a lot of power missed in that back right hand foot, back right foot. Jackson's worked it out now. He's waiting for the right timing. Oh, Daniel got a nice little jab there on his way in.
Oh, how quick was that from Jackson?
I don't think Jackson even understands how powerful he is. Oh, Dan using that beautiful reach, keeping his punches nice and long.
Big slam, he's done this before. Oh, love.
Oh, his head's stuck. His
No.
head's
He's got enough.
that's tight.
He's got
That's
enough in his
tight.
neck. Maybe he might be able to pop out of this one.
Oh, he's put him out.
Oh,
He's put him to sleep.
Dan Staveley.
Out of
Oh
nowhere.
my gosh.
Where did
Holy,
that come from?
amazing. Dan is excited to avert that strap.
Dan
What a
almost took it.
performance.
Dan almost took out his coach.
Jackson is gutted right now.
This is just the typical either emotion from the result. Ecstatic for the win, devastated for the loss.
Another XFC belt heads to Combat Lab. And the first of the new generation belts. They've got plenty of the old generation belts.
That's
I
right.
believe Tyborg was the youngest ever amateur XFC title holder when he took the title. I feel like Big Train might have taken it after that.
Yeah, I think he beat, was it Tristan Murphy for that belt?
Daniel White.
Daniel White.
Oh, what a stoppage from Phil Cassidy. That he could tell. We couldn't even see the tap. Obviously, there was no tap.
Yeah, he could just see it, and then he was able to see that he was actually out. I actually was thinking he was safe because there's a fair bit of his back of his neck exposed.
So did I.
There's a lot of arm there from Daniel Staveley.
And again, that goes both ways. If he holds onto it for too long, he gassed out the first round of a 5-round fight. But he pulls it off.
That's what I was saying at the beginning. Combat Lab, exceptional jiu-jitsu.
The winner of this fight
Animated Joel Zepasvari.
at 1 minute 49 in the first round by guillotine. In the blue corner, Daniel the Danger Staveley, and the XFC Amateur Middleweight Champion.
Jackson is gutted.
Certainly is. He'll be sleeping in that one for the next week, I can tell you now. He won't take that belt off. He'll be very belt proud.
Get the wide angle lens out to get Hank in there. I think his shit has muscles, he's that big.
He is a lot. What's he fight at? 84? Middleweight?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the same weight division these two boys just fought in. Looks about 3 times as wide as Jackson or Daniel.
And he's currently in camp for a fight coming up as well, so.
How good is to see the Combat Lab boys back in the XFC cage. I
Very.
love that green colour in there.
XFC Amateur Middleweight Champion. Congratulations, my friend. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels pretty fucking good. Pretty happy I get to bring this home where it belongs. Put it on the wall up at Combat Lab. It's coming back to the coast with me.
So, were you expecting him to do that takedown? Were you going for that guillotine on purpose? Was that something you'd practiced?
Yeah, that's something we practice. Maybe amateur, but we train like pros at Combat Lab. That's when you want to see some Combat Lab Jiu-Jitsu, you saw some. I'll bring it anytime.
There was a lot of animosity in the weigh-ins yesterday. Just a little bit of animosity. Did that fuel you coming into the fight tonight?
Yeah, you better believe it did. I always fight angry, but that just helped me. Coming in overweight, it's just unprofessional. We never did it. I cut down. I got here 15 minutes early, on time, on weight. He didn't, and it showed tonight. That's dedication.
Any plans for the future now that you've got this piece of shiny gold? What's next for you?
Probably time for another one, I reckon. I think it'll look good, having one on each shoulder.
Sounds good, my friend. Is anyone you want to thank? Some coaches, friends, girlfriends?
Yeah, you better believe it. My coach here, Joel Zepasvari, he's the one that taught me all this jiu-jitsu. Other coach, Ty. Now it's time to get Hank King ready to get his second Coastal Combat belt. I just want to thank my girlfriend and everyone that came out up from Adelaide to support. Stand the fuck up, Combat Lab.
Well, I'll let you go and party with your mates. Everyone, please give it up for our new XFC Amateur Middleweight Champion, Daniel Staveley!